Hello everybody, and welcome to Dealing with Guitars. I'm here with my boy Cryptic. Say hi, Cryptic.
Hello.
The weapon has been out for a little under a week now, and we've kind of found all of its quirks and the little things that make it special, but most importantly, we found the strategies that are most successful to fight against them. Because even though they aren't that strong of a weapon, they're still pretty unique, and they have a lot of aspects to them that are weird, and a lot of people just don't understand them. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So the first thing that is pretty obvious is they don't have a lot of range. They're pretty short. They're not too much longer than your actual fists. So you can see Cryptic here. He's pretty close to me, but I just can't reach him. But if he attacks me, you can see he can totally reach me with his messer. And that's just because these weapons aren't too long. Especially on the overhead and the slash. They're just not too long at all. So there's not much that can be done about that. Try and take advantage of the fact that they don't have a lot of range by just constantly backpedaling and staying in that Goldilocks zone of where they can't hit you and you can still hit them. The next thing is that... Oh... The next thing is that the Katar do not have hit stun, or flinch as it's called. If I were to hit Cryptic right here, you can see that he can still hit me. I'll go ahead and attack you now. So you can see that if I continue attacking him, he can just continue attacking back at me. He doesn't have to block, and he will not get stunned whatsoever. So that's something to look out for, and it's definitely it's an uphill battle to fight with them. Anyway, what I was saying was that even though the Katar do not flinch, you should try to not hit trade with them if you know that your opponent is advanced enough, because advanced opponents will hit you and then use the recovery time that was just skipped by the fact that they hit you to get their block back. So, Cryptic, go ahead and swing. So you saw there, even though I didn't flinch Cryptic when he was attacking me, I still got my block back in time, and it was enough time for me to block afterwards. So depending on how advanced the Katar user is, you may not want to hit trade because it will allow them to get free damage in and then be able to block you even after they've hit you and you haven't been stunned. It's just something to look out for. The next aspect that make the Katar pretty easy to fight is the fact that they don't have a slash, which means that when countering the Katar, all you have to focus on is counter stabs and counter overheads. With the Katar, the slash is just another form of stab. This is the stab, and this is the slash. And Cryptic here, go ahead and counter me. Ready? That was a stab, and now counter me again. Awesome. And now the overhead, you can see the overhead here. Go ahead and counter my overhead. So Cryptic only has to focus on countering me in 2 different types of ways, which is obviously easier than countering me in 3 different types of ways because he doesn't have to worry about any slashes. But the Katar user still has to counter normally. So there's that. The next aspect of the Katar that are weak is the fact that they don't have a normal jab. The Katar user actually is stuck with the headbutt as their jab, which is a little bit slower than a normal jab. It has slightly more range, but the range advantage is negligible because of the speed disparity. So you can see here, I can jab Cryptic by pressing the jab button. Obviously, it'll do the headbutt, and it will do 10 damage, just like a normal jab, but it comes out slightly slower. So it's pretty important to recognize that, because compared to the normal jab, which comes out so much faster, that speed, you can take advantage of it. And you can still riposte the headbutt like normal, and there is also no jab collision. So go ahead, Cryptic, and jab me. Jabs normally have jab collision, which means they collide when they happen. But here, if I try and headbutt him, you can see he can actually just hit me out of the animation of the headbutt because there's no collision on it. So try and exploit that, and if you see them winding up a headbutt, you have enough time to interrupt them. The next aspect that I want to go over is the combo hit on block to special. So a lot of advanced stuff going on here, but basically advanced Katar users and also noobs that don't really know what they're doing will try and chain their attack into a special, even if you're riposting the initial attack. So here, I'm going to attack Cryptic's block, and then I'm going to go for a special, even though he riposts me. Now, initiative says that he should be able to hit me before my special comes out, but if he does not do a quick riposte, it won't work. So go ahead and delay your riposte on this one. And you see, even though he did a riposte there, I still got the special off on him, and he got hit. Now, in theory, depending on his weapon, I have seen that if he does a delayed riposte late enough, he can get active parry, and the active parry will block the special attack, but then the second one will hit him anyway, and only the first one will be blocked by active parry. So the right option is to just use a quick riposte immediately after blocking the Katar. So now go ahead and do a quick riposte on this attack. And so he was able to just quickly get off an attack like that and interrupt my wind up on the special. And that is pretty much the best ways that you can handle the Katar and how to deal with them.